Episode 4, Turnabout Succession. And that's the whole truth of this case.
Mason. That's some pretty high blood pressure going there.
Oh.
And that's pretty low blood pressure going there. You spoke too soon.
In order to understand it myself, I had to know the story of these last long 7 years. We're just starting and Shiro still cannot read. Oh.
Oh, we're figuring out more shit about this card game that happened.
Nothing happens by chance. All is connected. Yeah, welcome to video games where everything that happens is connected.
It looks like a circus.
And now, you stand ready to begin the final chapter of this story.
Best girl. I declare her.
Was it found guilty or innocent? The decision is yours. Oh no! Kristoff! Kristoff, what have you done? Oh dear. Looks like we're gonna have Kristoff back again. Joyous joy.
Maybe he managed to prove himself innocent, or maybe it's a flashback.
He admitted to doing it.
True.
October 7th, 10:37 a.m. Write anything agency.
You know, I actually think he didn't do it, but that's just me.
Who else would have done it?
You have to think of the circumstances at hand, right? So basically, if he did do it, he was entrapped into it and admitted defeat, right? I feel like what happened to him when we forged evidence is exactly what happened to Phoenix in the past for him to quit law. So maybe there was some like undue revenge, but Phoenix is a high possibility, right? Hey, Apollo, look on TV. Look. Yeah, I'm kind of busy. Whoa, look at that. He's the last Grammary, all right. Amazing. Apollo, you should be watching this. Ow. What? I was writing about our last case in my journal. Lawyers are supposed to write things in records, Apollo, not journals. And why now? The case was 3 months ago.
Okay, so it's been 3 months.
Hey, it's a long story. I did a lot, you know. I want to vacuum pack the feel of the moment for later. Right now, I'm wowing the crowd by figuring out how Lamar disappeared. That's right, Uncle Valen did the illusion too. But you're missing him on TV right now. I was just getting to the good part. Suppose I should watch a little TV with her. After all, her father's expecting me to look after her while he's away. Wait.
What you're seeing now is what you're now seeing is a rehearsal for the greatest magic show on Earth, happening right here at our very own Sunshine Coliseum. So it's happening at the Coliseum again, huh?
The Sunshine Coliseum? Hey, that's where Gavin's concert was.
Only 3 more days until the miracle happens here, right before our unbelieving eyes. What? The legendary troupe Gamma Ray is performing for the first time in 7 years.
Imposter?
Oh, no, back out.
Are they trying to say he's not dead?
Well, look at Valen. Valen doesn't have the mustache, so this must be an older picture.
It has to be an older picture. And who's the broad? Is that the mom?
Maybe? It looks a lot. It looks a little bit like Trucy.
I'm having a weird love triangle vibe going on from this picture, you know?
Possibly.
That's gonna be great. I'm so there. You and Daddy are coming too. The legendary Grammarys. If Trucy's real father was still alive, he'd be on that stage performing miracles. I've got the tickets and everything. Here's yours, Apollo.
Uh-oh.
That's not good.
Well,
That's already
already
not
we
good.
are getting we're getting something. Hold on. $70.
$70.
Jeez. Sunshine Coliseum doors open at 10. Valiant Gamma Ray on stage. Anything on the back?
Are you ready, Apollo? Ready for what? For what? For the troupe. Grammarly Grand Magic Show. It's not like I'm getting up on stage or anything. I'm having a vibe here, and don't ask me why, but I'm writing down Apollo's ticket number. What are you talking about, Apollo? You can't enjoy magic if you're not part of what's going up on stage. I'll lend you my spare costume if you need one. What are they going to make him do on stage? Huh, you mean I can't go in this? No. Doesn't get more straightforward than that.
Look at Trucy trying to decide what Apollo wears. Ah, you are here, working hard or hardly working. Hi, Phoenix. Hey, how you been?
Hi there, stranger. Not exactly the kind of greeting I want to hear from my own kid. Though he has been gone a long time.
How goes it, Trucy? Here, I got a present for you.
Yay, pudding! I love pudding. Oh, it's farm fresh. And not just one pudding, but 3 whole cups. I'll have to pace myself.
Well, I'm beat.
That's right, Daddy. You're on a top secret mission. I guess we'll figure out what that is too. You gotta take it easy with the secrets, you know.
How right you are.
So, you still can't tell us what your mission is?
Maybe it is time. Has something to do with you, anyway.
Oh, really? Huh, with me? Oh, maybe you're getting a top secret mission, too. Maybe you could be one of those guys. A spy. Can't I just be a defense attorney?
To be honest, telling you about the mission was my whole reason for coming here today.
What?
Tell me. You've heard of the Jurist system, yes?
The Jurist system?
That's right. The new legal system everyone's talking about.
Have you heard of it, Apollo? Maybe? Well, it's just not.
Maybe not as many people are talking about it as I thought.
The Jurist system, huh?
Boy girl, don't build our expectations. Shh, shh.
I wonder if it's based on the Great Ace Attorney one.
Maybe. First things first, Charlie. Plan. It intrigues you, doesn't it?
Not really. It's the only thing in here that doesn't have some secret function.
No secrets, but a lot of memories. And has a name too. Want to hear it? You already know.
Charlie, not really.
His name is Charlie, if you were curious. We already know. Apollo, you already know this. Trucy has told you multiple times.
Really, I wasn't.
Wait. That. Ah, presenting, are we? I did my fair share of that back in the day. Should my attorney's badge a lot, too.
He may look cool and calm now, but you should have seen him before.
You know me too well, Trucy. Yeah, of course this game came out before Great Ace Attorney, is because Great Ace Attorney is the newest game of the series. This is just a remake.
A remake we haven't done. I'm glad I provided this opportunity for a little family bonding. So, Daddy, what's this jurist system thing?
Well, Trucy, do you know what a jury is?
I've heard of it. Isn't that those people who sit in court in those old courtroom dramas? The ones who get to decide if a guy's innocent or guilty? Do you know Apollo? Only from TV? It's 12 people chosen from the community, right?
Well, just think about reviewing that system. We're calling a new system the Jurist system.
No, we're doing whatever you like, Your Honor.
Not quite that harsh. The jurists cooperate with the judge. Earl, I've been saving this just for this moment.
Is that a new record, by the way?
Yeah.
Okay, that's great.
I didn't mean to hit that. Yeah, so okay.
Wow, put down cake.
They help analyze the case from different angles.
And there'll only be 6 of them under the current proposal, right? Wow, you should know your stuff, Apollo.
Their findings directly affect the verdict. Hopefully, people will start taking courts a little more seriously now.
Wouldn't that cause a tie if 3 are one way and 3 are the other?
I think with most jurist systems, they have to like keep deliberating with each other until the tie is broken. Like I think there are in some cases where the jury has to be unanimous, which that is also very difficult.
Starring Dr. Wright.
Dr. Wright, his assistant Trucy, and mascot Apollo, the perfect team. Well, gosh, Apollo's the mascot now.
Mascot? Hey! So, what's this secret mission?
The jurist system is my mission, more or less. Anyway, keep in mind that the new ideas like this system are always risky, Apollo.
Too true. Everyone's got an opinion and they just talk and nothing gets decided. Kind of like you, Apollo. I'm not that bad, am I?
In any case, we're going to give it a shot. A test, if you will.
I don't like tests.
We'll take a case as simple as a sample and choose 6 jurists. I'll be the one helping with that process incidentally.
Helping? How?
Well, for one, I'll be chair of the Jurist System Simulated Court Committee. The chair constructs the ideal situation, choosing the case, the jurist candidates, even a judge in the court.
Wow, it's like you have a real job.
I was never that good at the piano, to be honest.
Once a lawyer, always a lawyer, I guess.
Trial's tomorrow, by the way. Don't miss it. The trial simulation is. Phoenix can just come in and be like, oh, hey, you're doing this case. It's tomorrow, by the way. I'm not telling you anything about the case. Good luck.
Simulation, huh? Sounds interesting. I actually wonder if the simulation is a past case.
Maybe.
So, what kind of case is the trial simulation about?
Well, since it is the first run-through of the new system, I wanted something simple.
Good thinking. No sense wearing yourself out on something too serious.
It's not gonna be simple, is it?
I don't think so.
True. The case is a murder.
That's not simple at all. By simple, did you mean the defendant is...
Guilty. Yes. Most likely. So good luck, Apollo.
I knew it. You bitch!
You
You
mother
son of
trucker!
a bitch!
Mother trucker.
With what?
What's the trial tomorrow? You're defending, of course. Recall that I said it had something to do with you.
It did. He did. Go for it, Apollo. It's just a test case anyway. No sweat. I think it's the old case. Yeah, but there's still a verdict to be decided.
And potentially a potentially serious sentence. The worst serious is the worst case scenario. The most serious is the worst case scenario.
The worst serious is the most case scenario? You mean the
Yes.
verdict's for real? That's not a test trial, that's a real trial.
All the forms have been filed. There's no turning back now. You didn't ask our permission. We did not consent to this, Phoenix.
I guess you didn't have work for 3 months, though.
Trial begins tomorrow at 10 a.m. Hope you can make room in your schedule.
Why am I only hearing about this now?
Ah, yes. There was a change this morning. I picked a new case.
Eh?
Something that happened last night. Oh, boy.
I really dig this sound. Like this music.
Especially how it sounds. It's like...
Feel like you're onto something. Hey, Apollo, I know you're all excited about that secret mission. Isn't he gonna miss the play tomorrow? But what about this? The True Grammary Grand Magic Show. Huh? Oh, right, the card tricks. They're not card tricks! They're grand illusions, miracles, the apocalypse. Heaven and earth will shake. So what? That's 3 whole days from now. It's at Sunshine Coliseum. Let's go. Let's go today. We can say hi to Uncle Valent. Have fun.
Apollo's like, dude, why would I go? I got a case to work on. And then Phoenix would be like, oh yeah, by the way, the case is at Sunshine Coliseum. We're like, what?
What? I can't go by myself. You know I'm not very outgoing. Right.
Why not go with her?
But what about the secret mission?
Oh, don't worry about that. You'll hear about it tomorrow, regardless. But don't we want to research the case today so we're prepared?
I don't trust that smile. He knows something that he's not telling me. I have a feeling we'll just stumble across the crime scene.
Yep.
Yippee, you can take me to the Coliseum. I suppose it wouldn't kill me to pop over there.
Ah, Grammary. That reminds me.
What's this, Daddy? Isn't that silk hat from the Grammary Seal?
Consider it a birthday present, Trucy.
Thanks, it's great. But today isn't my birthday.
Good point.
What day is it today, Apollo?
Okay,
Fuck!
What day is it today, Apollo?
Today? I think it's Recycle Your Plastics Day. Plastic. It's put on day.
Then it's recycle your plastics day present.
Yippee, so it's plastic. I've given up trying to understand them. It's much easier that way. So what is it? Can I open it, Daddy?
No.
Mm,
Oh, he's serious. He's like, no.
that face, man. Huh?
You'll need that envelope someday. Someday soon. Don't open it until then. Phoenix.
Yeah, that was the most serious face Phoenix has ever made.
Phoenix is serious. Something's going down.
Well, why don't you just hold on to it until then? Because that would be the logical thing to do. An envelope about the grab rings, huh? Can't open it. Has a signature on the back, though. Ah, looky here. Handwritten signature. It says, I can't read it. This seems odd to me. I mean, isn't a signature intended to show ownership? What's the use if no one can read it? Isn't it enough for you to can read on your own? Oh, I never thought of it that way. Alright, so what case are you going to use?
You really want to know, don't you?
Of course I do. I mean, I'm going to be defending, aren't I?
If all goes well, then yes, of course. This is just a test. We wanted everyone to start without preconceptions. A blank slate, as it were.
There's a difference between having a blank slate and just being totally clueless.
Yep.
Whose dumb idea was that anyways?
Well, mine. Committee chair, remember? Phoenix, you're so stupid sometimes.
Oh.
Well, if you want to know that badly, I suppose, I could give you permission to examine the scene of the crime.
Good. That's better.
But you can't talk to anyone involved with the case.
What? Then how am I supposed to defend?
You let me worry about the details there. Remember, I'm in charge of this trial. All of it. So you could have say in what the jury decides. I don't like this, Phoenix.
But you don't want it to backfire, do you?
Apollo. If I'm in charge of the whole trial, that means the entire affair is my responsibility, for good or for bad. He's making that face again. Just do what you can. And don't worry. I know what I'm doing. Are you sure?
All right.
I'd recommend going down to the detention center. Client's waiting for you. You can ask about the scene there.
But you just said I couldn't talk to anyone involved.
Oh, you can talk to your client. If you can get her to talk. Ooh. Get her to talk.
Ooh, best girl. All right. Well, time's a wasted. All right, let's go find out this chick. What's the name pun?
October 7th. Detention center. Visitor's room.
Visitor's room. I had to go through with it. That's 20 minutes we've been waiting here. 20 minutes! Maybe I should complain. I'm sure that guard has better things to do than stand there pretending he doesn't see us. You know, the minute we get angry, the client will show. It always works that way. Like shouting, "Oh, the waiter!" and they're standing right next to you. Oh, guard! Is our client going to be much longer?
What are you talking about? Have you already started the meeting yet? Wait, are they just sitting there and we're just blind to them?
Huh?
What the heck?
He's hiding in the corner. What? Where'd you come from? Well, anyway, please have a seat. That's not a... Oh, Lordy Izzy, if you're here, best girl has arrived. I'm nervous, Apollo. It's the silence that builds suspense. Why don't you do something, Trucy? You're a magician, aren't you? That's right, okay. I'm the amazing Mr. Hat! She left.
No, she collapsed. What the?
She passed out. Miss Magic Underwear might have been a better bet. That's magic panties, Apollo. I know you're gonna do that. See this here.
You have to. It's Ace Attorney law. You have to present your badge to everyone.
Does it ring any bells? Does anything I say ring anything? You have to get it right. Hi. Well, I'm your defense. I really think it has to be fate, you know?
She's just not talking. Is she deaf? And Phoenix just didn't tell us.
I feel like she's mute. And by fate, I mean destiny. Do you know I'm good with astrology? Tell me, what's your sign? I could tell you mine if you'd like, Apollo. No, never mind. I just got carried away there. I seem destined to get difficult clients, it seems.
Looks like we're getting absolutely nowhere.
So what's your name? Oh, right. I'm supposed to introduce myself first. I'm Apollo. Apollo Justice. And I'm Trucy Wright. I know, this is getting nowhere fast. Hey, I know, maybe you can tell us what happened. I'm your defense attorney, after all.
Just not talking.
Anything out of the ordinary happened lately? Well, the other day, this tourist from out of town stopped and asked me directions. Later, Trucy. I feel like I need to ask directions myself here. Well, that was fruitless. Though I think I understand despair a little better now. You did good, Apollo. Ooh, we got a glove. And it looks like something's wrapped on the hand part of it. Look, she's doing her nails. What? Are nails more important than defense? Is that it? Let's go, Trucy.
Excuse me.
Oh, yeah. Do that voice for her.
No.
I'm letting you do her.
Could you read this?
Sure.
So she can speak.
Good look, a teenager on a first date. And this is a love letter we passed from desk to desk at school. Stop looking so wistful and read it, Apollo. It's a business card with a name and address. The name is Vera Misham. The address for Drew Studio. Well, you might as well take a look. And you're giving me this card because... I don't think it's her.
It could be.
Artist, though? What a pretty business card. Looks like a postcard almost. And on the back, just her name. That seems odd to me. What does? Why write your name on the front and back of the card? Why not use the space on the back for a self-portrait or a caricature?
What if there's something behind this white tag?
Some people would remember what you look like too. That's not a bad idea, actually.
Wrong voice.
Oh, that's not a bad idea, actually. Here, give me one of your cards, Apollo. He's drawing something. Hey, my hair's not that spiky. The D on it seems interesting, though.
It's probably just the Drew Studios logo. And she's gone.
Well, looks like we're finished here. We gotta go to the Drew Studio. I wonder if Drew Studio is the scene of the crime. Let's go find out. So, it might be like a aesthetic studio? Or a... No. Why am I...
It's art.
Artist studio. I'm dumb. I seen a fucking easel and shit, and I didn't do...
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah,
Also,
there it is.
I immediately... Right there. What's that painting doing back there? Immediate question, why is that there?
You have a painting there, you have a murder, looks like it was in front of painting. The painting that jumps out at me, actually, is the furthest right one. Because you have that lady sitting down at the... Yeah, where the palette is. Look at the top left of it. Does that not seem that black is unnatural on it?
That black dot?
It's a big, like... I know it's supposed to be either a mountain or something like that, but it seems really weird for that black to be...
Oh, you're talking about the
like
top
that.
left of the painting.
Yeah.
Maybe. We'll see.
But, like, the other two are perfect, right? I don't see anything wrong with them. And it's just a black dot. Didn't clearly, that painting right then and there is the last one used because you have the paint gooping on the bottom.
Yeah. We'll see.
Bottom right. And then, like, a lot of artists tend to use their easel as a mixer.
October 7th, Drew Studio.
Wow, this looks like a studio. It's like life imitating art, or maybe it's the other way around. But the tape on the ground there, it's a bit jarring. Izzy, we encountered Best Girl. Yeah, it looks like we found our crime scene. Apollo, look at all those paintings. Hey, don't touch those. It's okay, I'm just looking.
That one's really impressive.
Fish. See, that top left there seems unnatural. Huh, Apollo. Look at this one. Looks half finished. You can still see the rough sketch underneath. Wait. If that's a rough sketch, look at those lines. Like, zoom in on it. I don't know if you can with your scan function there. Go up to the black there and go a little more down. So you see those beams there? That was an entirely different sketch to an entirely different drawing, and someone painted over it.
Maybe.
So if it's rough sketch like that,
it kind of looks like a volcano. Like you can kind of see.
I was actually getting a Eiffel Tower vibe out of it.
Maybe, but like it kind of stops like right at the top of the screen right there. So it kind of looks like it'd just be like a bigger mountain there. Like is there another mountainscape or like something different, mountainous entirely?
No, but the connection makes no sense. Why would it connect to the mountain like that?
I mean, do you look at mountains sometimes, right?
I look at mountains sometimes, but like that must be seriously bigger than Mount Fuji, the angle that's going at. I think it's a tower in the background, and someone just roughly painted over it. Like there's an entirely different drawing hidden under.
We might be reading too deep into this.
But the thing is like, there are no mountains in Saskatchewan. There are none, but I've been in Japan all my life. I wish. I've been in Japan for 2.5 years, right? If that's set in Japan, there'd be, like, the mountain on the right would be bigger, so to speak. It doesn't feel like a mountain that's coming out of that.
I'm sure we'll find out we're reading too deep.
Oh, it's driving me nuts. Once I see the actual picture, I'm going to be like, that's it. Okay, keep going.
No, you haven't read this one yet.
No. But that's odd. The rough part doesn't look like the rest of the painting at all. Yeah, good point. That is odd. I don't think that's a continuation. All the paintings have a really different style, too. That they do.
Ah, I thought I might find you two here. Oh, sorry.
Your voices have always been off the mark.
No, I told you about this from the beginning. If it's a question arc and we haven't seen the character yet, I do a stupid voice for them.
Yeah. Come on, long time no see.
Doesn't matter who it is. It's just like, don't know the character. Ah, good morning.
Oh? Seems like I run into you far too often. Munch. I bet I know why you're here, too. Ah, you know about the trial simulation tomorrow. I've heard about it, sure. So Mr. Wright chose you, huh? We don't even know what the case is about. Well, he was killed. The artist who owns the studio, that is. Oh. Mr. Drew Mishan. Is that the same last name?
Yep. So this must be her father?
I don't think... Okay, we are confirming it's Vera Misham. I still don't think it's her. I don't think her name is actually Vera Misham. She has not explicitly stated it. Misham. And his daughter was put under arrest. Okay, now it is. Yeah, we just saw her at the detention center.
Again,
yeah, we just saw her at the detention center.
You need to pay attention to who's talking.
I gotta read the text and then pause. It was funny, though. She seemed more like a victim than the kind of person who could commit murder. You don't say. Not even by poisoning? That's how it was done, you know. Hey, poison. Didn't we just learn about a poison last time? Something strikes something. Poisoning is a common way to get the job done when the murderer is a woman. Poisoning? Anyway, Mr. Wright told me you'd be coming. Feel free to take a look around. I'll just be over here with my snackoos. Can't talk to anyone related to this case this time around. Which means we better find out as much as we can here at the scene. Or else.
Alright, what's this one doing back here?
Hey! There's a painting hidden back there. Hey, you're right. What if it's embarrassing somehow and you didn't want anyone to see it? You certainly seem pleased by the possibility. Huh? It's so normal.
Wait a minute.
We're playing Spot the Difference here.
Yep.
And it looks like my theory was correct.
You were saying there's like a tower or something back there. There's nothing else there.
Yeah, go back to the black part and you'll see the drawing of like a tower.
Yeah, but they're like those mountains are pretty much identical. And then there was that beam on top of it that you were confused about.
Are you dead? Go back, please. Now look at that.
See?
I want you to look at the black part.
The black part is just it's just the sky. The bottom part is still the same.
Yeah, the bottom part's fine. No, go back. I want you to see this. It's driving me nuts. It's worse than the music one. Zoom in. Okay, move your mouse down. Okay, on the top of the mountain, there's a big see-through line that goes diagonally up and then stops. Don't those look like France beams to you?
Yes, but those aren't on the other one. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, it doesn't matter if it's on the other one. This painting was drawn over this sketch. So someone did a sketch, and then someone went ahead and then painted over the sketch with their actual drawing. What's in the black, it was supposed to be the piece that came out. It's so normal. That's hardly something to get mad about. What is it, Apollo? Well, doesn't this painting look like... Never mind.
Apollo realized it.
I better get a professional opinion on this. Cough, cough. That's the victim's coffee mug. So the poison was in here. This is my first time seeing a real poisoned mug of coffee. I would hope so.
Yeah, Emma's not going to confirm it.
Poisoned coffee. Not exactly, actually. What do you mean? No traces of the poison were found in the coffee. What? You'll have to figure out the rest yourself. I'm officially not on your side, after all. I imagine this coffee cup was for guests to use. Guests? Guests? Did the police already analyze the cup too? Not a trace of poison was found on that cup. So the killer was after Drew Misham alone. Check the easel part of the, Think, Apollo, that's where the body was. That's the spot where Mr. Drew Misham passed away. He put the coffee mug to his lips, and the next moment... There's quite a bit of paint on the ground. See that half-painted painting over there? He must have been working on that right up to the moment he died. Wow, a true artist at the end. Or maybe he started a year ago and was procrastinating.
Okay, so if neither of these are poisoned, how did he get poisoned? That's my immediate question.
Well... That letterbox looks funny sitting inside a room like this. Let's take a look. I don't think I can open my window. The other half of that letterbox is actually connected to the outside of the studio. Mr. Misham would put his letters in there. And the postman took them away. Impressive that someone still writes letters in this day and age. Or wrote, rather. Nothing on any of the portraits. I wouldn't mind taking a closer look at those paintings. I just love oils, you know, how they're so thick. Is that the word? These paints are all dry. These paints are all dry. I'm just surprised at how different these all are. Yeah, and what's going on with this half-finished one? It must have been a work in progress, you know. You can still see a rough sketch below. That's what's so weird. The sketch part doesn't really fit the finished parts. I noticed. That is weird. Check the easels in the back.
You talking about back here?
Yeah.
It don't look like we can click it.
Nothing on the roof. Oh, what the fuck?
Okay, like this is weird. You got this side, it's like, oh, nice little painter. You go here, like, what in a science project is this?
Look at all these paints, Apollo. There's so many. He's got like 20 kinds of red. We could repaint your suit, Apollo.
That's not how it works, Trucy.
How about the shade of green? That'll be enough for that, thanks. Let's take a closer look at this desk here. Oh, we got a photo. So this is Drew Misham. And the little girl must be Vera. Yeah, they took that some years ago. They look close. A happy little family. Until he arrested his daughter. Fuck. Look, I was personally against that, okay? She just didn't seem very suspicious, scientifically speaking. Aha, right. Ooh, cute. Look at the tiny frame, Apollo. Tiny is right. The thing's barely 2 inches high. What picture would fit in that? None, apparently. It's empty.
Killer took it.
There's no glass in it either. What's it doing sitting on the desk? This is a lesson for us all. Be sure to check the size when you buy frames. Is this a journal? Wow, talk about a clue. Let's read it. What is it, Apollo? He didn't write the name of the killer, did he? It's new. He didn't write a single line.
You like reversing them, don't you?
I'm doing it on accident at this point.
Again, read who's talking.
It's new. He didn't write a single line. Alright, you had me going for a while there. Hey, Apollo, what's this feather thingy? It's a quill. Isn't it a pen, like an old-fashioned quill pen? But it doesn't have a pointy end.
It does, right next to it.
That was most likely for sweeping detritus off the desk. Wow, you sure know a lot, Emma. Bold and scientific, that's my motto.
You just put the pen part right next to it into the feather. Boom, you got a quill pen.
Exactly what about that was bold or scientific? Something about the way that figure is posed.
Yeah, that figure is pointing. It's like it's saying go that way.
I've seen that pose before. It's you, Apollo. See, you're making one of your flamboyant gestures. Please, I'm a professional. Wonder why it's posed like that. Coincidence? An envelope has been opened and resealed. Interesting. Oh, I know how to do that. Take a pot of boiling water and hold the envelope up to the steam. The glue melts and it opens. Cool, huh? Whoever did this wasn't so delicate. You're right, looks like they just ripped it open and stuck it back together. Huh? The postmark on this letter is from 7 years ago. Lovely. Why would someone open a letter and then seal it again? Huh, better hang on to this.
Emma, look away.
Yeah, it's like pointing for us to look in the scope. Is this a desk for painting, Apollo? It's drafting. That would be a drafting table. Drafting? Basically, it's a tool for making precise diagrams. Wow, painting is harder than I thought. Why would a painter need a drafting table? Was he an architect too?
Kinda seems like it.
What's all this equipment here for? That doesn't look very artistic, really. He had everything from a lathe to a laser cutter. Looks like he was ready to work on metals and wood, too. Those equipment's a bit old, to tell the truth. Why would a painter need all this? From the dust, I'd say he hasn't used the stuff for years. This corner doesn't fit with the rest of the studio. Oh, do you think I could borrow this? I want to cut a quarter in half to make a trick coin. This is a crime scene, Trucy. But this costs like 50 bucks at the magic shop.
Looks like that's everything. Hey, Emma.
Emma, I was wondering if you could take a look at this. Look, I'm a detective. A detective. You can't just ask me any old thing and expect me to answer, okay? I think you need to be a little more focused in your inquiries. Scientific, even. Somehow I knew she'd get around to science. Emma, about this. Oh, that, yes. Why, that's a bright red envelope. It sure is jumpy. Someone opened this, didn't they? My lips are sealed. Your lips are sealed? That's a first. You mean you know what's inside the envelope? Sure, I read it after all.
Okay, so we're good to open it and read then. Got it.
Ah, you mean we're the one who ripped this open? Ah, please, I would have steamed it open. But you did sneak a peek at it, apparently. Know that I have a powerful weapon on my side.
Girl, you know we can just open this ourselves, right?
No, I think she,
Took something out of it?
No, I think she looked through it. You know, like invisible shit. Or you do an imprint.
Ah.
Yes, the use of tools. Highly specialized tool for information gathering. Tools I wouldn't mind getting my hands on. You should try flattering her, Apollo. They say a little praise can open big doors. Never heard that one, but it's a good advice. Let's try talking to her some more. Emma, about this mug. It's a pale blue residue on the rim. That... Yeah, well, it's just a rumor.
Just a rumor, huh?
But I've heard there's a kind of coffee called Blue Mountain. I'm pretty sure it isn't actually a blue, Emma. Right. Okay, that's left over for my testing spray. Forensic science. I knew your hobby was behind it somehow, Emma. It's not a hobby. So what kind of scientific stuff were you up to?
Just testing to see where his lip marks were.
This spray, that is, it turns blue when it touches poison. So
You said there was no poison in the cup. That counts as being in the cup.
You said on the cup.
Probably, yeah, the culprit might have put it just on the rim.
So, the poison that killed the victim was on the mug. That's right, see? It wasn't in the coffee.
Close enough.
The killer applied to the rim of the mug itself.
So wouldn't there be a blue ring on it rather than just one spot?
That's exactly it.
Probably just dumb game logic. Probably not even relevant, but whatever.
I think it's relevant. Wow, science is amazing. Certainly is helpful. Maybe I'm be willing to help us out a bit more if they give us the spray. You should try buttering her up, Apollo. They say flattery will get you everywhere. Certainly worth talking to her a bit more. Oh, Emma, I was wondering about this painting here. That one, what about it?
She's all jumpy anytime we ask her a relevant question. She's like,
What about it? Yeah, what about it, Apollo? Take a closer look at it, both of you. Now look at this one. This is the third painting he was working on. Hey, they're the same. I was hoping you wouldn't find that.
My question would be if that painting that was hidden was relevant in some way, why did the culprit make it so easy to find?
Lack of time?
Like, just hide it back with in the back behind that the red sheet with the other ones. No one's really gonna look back there. They're just gonna, oh, these are just blank canvases. Like, why put it so in an obvious spot?
You're right, though. Drew Misham was copying this painting. Wow, it's pretty good. Copying a painting, what for? Emma, what about this painting? Oh, this? Quite good, isn't it? That's not what I wanted to ask you about. You want me to examine it, is that it? I'd be happy to let you if you had a good reason. But without that, sorry. I guess she wants us to do a little footwork on our own first. Emma, about this painting. Oh, that? Quite good, isn't it? That's not what I wanted to ask you about. You want us to examine it?
Same dialogue.
Yeah.
Probably gonna do that for all of these.
Emma, I was wondering if you could take a look at this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Won't care about those. All right, Emma, talk to us.
So this Drew Misham was some kind of artist? Apparently did a lot of illustrations for books out here. Had a lot of female fans too, for what it's worth. Oh, well, I guess his stuff is kind of pretty. Like that oil painting over there, for instance. Yeah. That wasn't one of his illustrations, actually. Oh, so it was a standalone painting or something? Is that what you mean? He was an odd bird, Misham. Hadn't shown his face to anyone until the end. What do you mean, to anyone? He was always locked up here in the studio, apparently. His only connection to the outside world was through letters he put in the letterbox over there. Letters? Do people still write letters? What do you mean, Apollo? I mean, when was the last time you wrote a real letter? Don't most people use email and stuff these days? Not Mr. Misham. Couldn't stand technology, it seems. He did everything by mail. Maybe he thought the way was more artistic, you know? In any case, the only person besides him isn't allowed in here. Besides him allowed in here? Oh, is Vera.
Because it's just a picture of it.
Was his daughter, Vera. Oh, you mean the killer? The suspect, please. The suspect, please. We took some fingerprints, of course. The only ones found in the room were Mr. Misham's and Vera's, basically.
Basically?
Basically? Actually, last night, Mr. Misham gave an interview to a reporter for the first time.
Well, reporter's the killer. That just, again, seems too easy.
It happened during the interview, apparently. His first interview ever. Could you tell us a bit more about what happened that night of the murder? So, this woman, Vera,
She's Mr. Misham's daughter, right? Yep, a real sickly girl ever since she was little. Hardly ever went outside. He wants me to hydrate, huh? I need more water. She did kind of give off a withdrawn sort of aura. She was homeschooled by her father, apparently. It was quite a scene when they took her to the detention center. She was screaming about how she'd die if they took her outside. That does sound like a scene. In the end, she agreed to leave if she was allowed her good luck charm for company. Her good luck charm? Apparently she has this charm that magically gives her the courage to go outside. Why can't I ever get a normal client?
Because this is Ace Attorney.
But why would a shut-in daughter kill her own dad? Don't look at me. So, about the poison, it was found to be in his coffee, right? No, not precisely. Not precisely? What does it mean? It means see for yourself, I think. Like I said, last night was the first time someone from the outside came into the studio. I guess mysterious painters who never go outside made for good articles. And it just so happened that he died in the night for his first interview. At around 9 p.m. every night, Vera always made him a cup of coffee. Last night, he drank his usual coffee and suddenly he became violently ill. And died. She poisoned him on the night of his interview? What did the reporter see? He wasn't near Mr. Misham when she brought his father his coffee. He was checking out some equipment in the back of his room. Supposedly, that's why she didn't notice he was there. It was a reporter who called the police, in fact. How would you know? Wait, but why is she the suspect? If anyone's suspicious, it's the reporter. Yet, the reporter never got near Mr. Misham's coffee. Even Vera acknowledges that. Regardless, I want to know more about this reporter. I bet Emma could help us out here. Oop. Don't forget, flattery will get you everywhere with her, Apollo. What are you two whispering about? Well, I was thinking. I mean, what is it we always do when we run into you at a crime scene? What is it we always do specifically? Ah, you know me too well. Okay. Okay, maybe we can get him, scientific now? I suppose, just this once. Bring me anything you find suspicious and we'll check it out.